Hello everyone, today you're not looking at my face, you're looking at my hands or my keyboard, and this is a very fun project I've been doing, and it's about how does it feel to be a teleoperator trying to teach a policy for example, a word model or VLA, and using a simple joystick, right? So, I mean, I do have next to me also an actual arm that can be used to essentially copy, imitate those movements, but I just want to see how feasible is to do that on a very low cost device. This one, it's a kind of like an Xbox compatible controller. Like I bought this for £12 and I developed this very simple simulator, which is based on 3.js and Canon ES for the kind of physics. It doesn't have Mujoko yet, but for the sake of this demonstration, is good enough. I've implemented inverse kinematics, and the keyboard and the actual joysticks are based on the browser gamepad API. So everything is browser based. You don't have to install anything. So this one is USB because it's very cheap. So, and I don't have to be bothered like connecting Bluetooth. So how does this simulator work? You have two views. So the kind of left one is essentially the outside view, and then you have the gripper view, which is on the right side. I can swap them, so I can, based on my convenience, I can do that. And there's a menu on the top right, but I can disable it. And you can choose three of these inverse kinematic equations or solvers. So I'm going to use this because it gives me, I don't know, I kind of prefer it. And what you can do is you can pilot this thing. So I can enter in gamepad mode, press enter. So it's joypad mode. And then I can control this arm in global coordinates. So the frame of reference is the base of the robot. So I can move it. That's the x-axis. So I'm going to do that. Left and right. There is also sound. If you can hear it, there's a bit of sound coming from my PC, which is very annoying. Maybe I want to put some real one. And then I can move it on the y-axis, right? So, oh, well, that's a singularity point over there. So anyway, so that's the solver job to do these kind of things. And of course, you can go up and down. So along the x-axis, I can do this kind of motion. Okay. Then, so I can control the X, Y, Z position of the end effector and roll, pitch, and yaw. So I'm using the right thumb to do that. So I can do things like that, and roll, and essentially pitch, right? And yeah, this is, I'm going to explain that later. Yeah, so this is the yaw, right? Okay, so what else? I do have a camera that simulates Microsoft, those like depth cameras on top of that. And well, if you're looking at the gripper now, it doesn't make any sense because the camera is parallel to the end effector. So I can move this to see the close, well, the gripper, and I can open and close it with the A button, right? The other interesting thing is I do have shock feedback. So if for some reason the robot is hitting itself or the floor, so in this case, maybe I'm going to go down. I'm hitting the floor, this thing is vibrating. You probably can't feel it, but I certainly can. And you can see the bounding boxes pressing B. So you can see what's happening there. I should color them. I'm not coloring them yet. If the music gets annoying, just press M so you don't get the annoying sound. Now, to kind of understand how complex it is to control this kind of arm from a joystick, I made a small game. So what I can do, I can press R to reset, and I can press N to drop a few boxes. And well, one simple game is you have to get these boxes and put them in the box, in the drawer. And this kind of sounds easy, but it feels easy, but it's not really. I mean, I guess that's easy. Let me try that. So the first thing I want to do is just my preference. I notice I do want to be parallel to the actual ground, and I don't know. I just don't like that feeling. And then I like to go down usually like that until I see the actual cube. But I'm touching that ground, so this is kind of annoying. But well, the other things I have to do, I have to grip. So I'm in global mode. So now to make it realistic, I'm going to switch to grip per frame, which means everything is relative to the end effector. Okay. So now I'm on kind of like ground level, and yeah, I'm almost touching the floor. So that's not really possible. But let's go a little bit left until I see where are the cubes. Okay, so let's go. I want to pick that cube. I'm going back. What the heck is the cube? Oh, here we go. And I'm eating something. So yeah, let's go there. See, that's already kind of a challenge because I'm eating that. So it's like, okay, how do I do this now? Well, let's go up again. And I'm going to to an angle. Okay, yeah, I think I might be able to do that. And then, yes, I'm almost there. Okay. No, sorry. And that, and then let's see if I move it like that. Yes. No, like this. Yeah. Pressing. Now, as you can see, the contact physics is not perfect because I'm not using Mujoko, so I'm using some approximations. Excuse me. And yeah, let's go back. Well, let's put it forward now, and then I want to go up. And where is the box now? Well, I need to find the bloody box again. There we go. Let's go back. And yeah, it's okay. I mean, like, let's go there. Now, I don't know how to, I don't want to sort of, there is gravity, and I mean, to be honest, I didn't try it, so it's kind of weird to. I'm going to do like that, I guess, right? And I want to be neat and try to, do it properly for some reason. Like, I don't like to be. Yeah, let's just drop this baby. Bang! I got 1 point. And, well, I guess once you get used to it, it gets more kind of familiar. But I notice, I guess, is the camera reference. The field of view maybe is a little bit too narrow, so it's kind of hard to know, like, if you're not watching that from the outside where the other cubes are. And let's see if I can get this guy. No, see, I made a mistake. So this is where like it gets really twisted, and it's very hard to untwist yourself. So I usually press R and I start again. So let's see if I can get that guy. Yeah, and I got this guy. Sorry, I made a mistake. Ah, I hit the floor. Let's go that. It's really hard. I mean, you have to try this. It's really hard. I mean, this is literally like the first time I'm playing myself. uh, and I mean, I played a lot of video games, right, in my life, and yeah. And I mean, you have to remember this is a real kinematic chain you're dealing with. You're not like playing with a kind of an FPV that there's a player and he's moving in free space. You're sort of tethered to something. But yeah, I think once you get used to it, yeah, I did this. Yeah, I got 2 points. It gets interesting, and I think yeah, the point is like when he gets into those awkward positions, it's really hard to figure it out, and I get confused myself. I mean, I used to write by hand in inverse kinematic equations in my university course, and like it's very hard. Like, okay, yeah, I managed to untie myself from that one. And the other things you can do is actually you can try different. I mean, you can try different damping factors for this, and this is more smooth. Like I kind of like this a little bit more. Yeah, this is slightly better. Although, yeah, I'm getting a little bit confused again. Um, yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, you can try other ones. So you can try the Jacobian Transpose. And like, I mean, when I was studying this, like, I never realized that, like, if you're doing a game, right, it's some sort of perception that comes from from that sort of gives you a total different view on how these things work. Yeah, so the Jacobian transpose, it's weird. I don't feel really like, I mean, it's getting me to a very weird angle. I don't like to be in that weird angle. I really don't like that. Let me try the Pseudo-inverse. That feels really, I liked it actually. Uh, it does have your does give you a very nice feeling, to be honest. And like it's very locked down. I mean, damn, I did hit the floor there like an idiot. Um, but gosh, I went too forward. Well, at some point I will put this open source once I fix a few bugs I noticed. Uh, and I mean, there's a few other games I want to do, but it's like really very fun things to do, and it sort of gives you a different perspective on that. And like, yeah, now it's like, what the heck? Like, I don't know why. I mean, I just want to go forward like that. Yeah, I just want to roll a little bit on the other side. Yeah. And I mean, I also use Fly RC plane, so I should be pretty good at this, but okay, yeah, take that. So, well, I hope you find this interesting, and like, at some point I need to clean up some of my code, and like, I'm looking also for contributors, and the next step will be to make it maybe a little bit more realistic with some textures and maybe adding more physics. And maybe Mujiko, the WebAssembly. But yeah, I hope you find it interesting, and just feel free to comment. And yeah, see you soon.